Hey guys, and welcome back to the Everday Momlife Podcast. On this episode, I want to talk about my morning routine and talk about how I kind of set my day up for success, set my day up so that I'm not feeling so behind or overwhelmed. So I'm just going to dive right in of what my morning routine looks like. All right, so I'm going to talk about my morning routine, and first I just want to say that I am not a morning person. This took some time to adjust, but now doing it for quite some time, I really enjoy it. I like having my little morning routine for myself, and then I do feel like as the day goes on, and my house wakes up and my kids are getting ready for school and stuff like that, I do feel like I'm sort of ahead of the game and I'm not feeling so behind or overwhelmed. So I do recommend that you start having a morning routine, start getting up before your kids get up, before your house, wakes up and the crazy day starts. So I do recommend that you kind of get up and start doing a morning routine for yourself. So this is what a typical Monday through Friday morning routine looks like for me. This may be different from yours, or maybe this will kind of help you get you started for your own little routine for yourself. So I typically get up around 5 a.m. Monday through Friday. Now, I don't do this on the weekends because on the weekends I like to sleep in and then my husband sleeps in. We kind of switch days off. So on the weekend, we kind of just chill and kind of do our own thing, and I do like to sleep in on the weekends. But Monday through Friday, I get up at 5 a.m., I let the dogs out, and then I start my coffee. So I like to enjoy a hot cup of coffee, nice and early in the morning, and it is peaceful, it is quiet, and it is a hot cup of coffee that I can have for myself, and I'm not being distracted with the kids getting ready for school. It's just kind of like my little me time for myself. I can enjoy it. I can kind of enjoy the peace and quiet and be still and kind of take my time. So once I get my cup of coffee, then I do my Bible study scripture. I started this, I think in the fall I started it. So if you're curious, I'm just going to go over kind of what my Bible study looks like. And then if you're interested, you can kind of try it out for yourself. A family member actually started doing this a while back, and then I was interested and asked about it. So they recommended this to me, and I really do enjoy it. It does kind of like set the mood for the day. It kind of helps me be in a more positive mindset, and I can kind of like reflect on it. But it's just a nice little thing for me to start my day. So I do seasons of soap. It is super easy to do. So if you're kind of just getting started like into your faith or into Bible study, this is a nice one to start with. I've never done anything like this in the past, but I was curious and kind of wanted something for myself, something that I can kind of reflect on, something that was positive and kind of way bigger than I've experienced. So this is super nice. Again, this is Seasons of Soap, and I'm doing volume 2, and it's a Bible study. So there's different seasons that you can do, and you can start with whatever season you want. I don't remember what season I started with, but right now I am on the season of surrender. So the different seasons are rest, waiting, leadership, trust, and surrender. And right now I picked surrender. I've done a couple of other seasons in the past. I don't remember which one I started with, but you can kind of like read through it and see which season you are feeling that you're in right now, kind of what you want to read and reflect on. So what it is there is a scripture that you read, then you kind of take notes and observe what you read, then you can kind of write how you're going to apply it to your life. So how are you going to apply it to like your faith, to your family, to whatever situation you're kind of feeling in right now? And then you just kind of write down your own little prayer. So that is what SOAP stands for, is scripture, observation, application, and prayer. So that is what I do every single morning. And then on the weekends, I'll kind of just do it whenever I have like a quiet time to myself. Because like I said, I like to sleep in on the weekend, but 5 a.m. I have my cup of coffee. I do my Bible study scripture. Then after that, if I have time, I'll kind of maybe read a different book. Either it's personal development or it's just something like for pleasure. So right now I'm reading like a murder mystery. Or I'll listen to a podcast if I have time. But usually I have my cup of coffee and I do my Bible study, and then I'll kind of read another little book that I want for about 10 minutes. And then around 6 a.m. is when I have a client call. So I do like to have just some quiet time to myself. I'm just starting to wake up. I have that hot cup of coffee. I'm doing a more positive mindset of the Bible study. And then if I still have time, I can, read a little bit or listen to a podcast. And then 6 a.m. comes and I am in work mode and I'm doing a client call. Luckily, my 13-year-old doesn't mind me handing off the monitor. So I'll sneak in, at 5:30 in her room, and I'll put the monitor in her room, and she really doesn't mind it. She kind of likes waking up to the younger one waking up, so she doesn't mind it, because my 3-year-old does wake up super early, and she's usually up around 6:30, 7 o'clock. But I'm on a client call from 6 to 7. So that is what my first, couple of hours looks like, is coffee, Bible study, some more personal development. If I have time, 6 a.m., I have a client call. And then if my client call ends before 7, I'll kind of go through some emails. I'll do some client check-ins. I will start a load of laundry, because if I don't have laundry going every single day, it piles up and then I really am feeling behind. So I need to do at least a load of laundry a day. And I like to start it early in the morning to get whatever I need to get done, because then like my older two have their own laundry to do too. So I don't want them waiting on me, in the middle of the day, or vice versa. So I usually start laundry in the morning before breakfast. And then at 7 a.m., all my kiddos are getting up. So by 7, they all have to get up. They have to, start getting ready for school. So then I'm helping them with breakfast. I'm making sure that if they need lunches packed, I'm packing lunches, or a snack. And then if I need to switch laundry, I'll do that. And just the morning, once 7 a.m. hits, it's kind of chaos. It's the kids getting up, getting ready for school, breakfast, and I'm making sure I'm getting myself ready and they're all ready to go and off to school, and making sure they have everything, packed and ready for school. So on the days, and right now we're kind of like in this hybrid mode. So some days they're in school learning, and then other days they're at home doing e-learning. So after 7 a.m. for school, the days do vary for, the morning routines and stuff. But I do make sure that I am up before the house is up. I am up before my kids are up, so I can have some me time. I can still have a little bit of quiet time to myself. I can enjoy that hot cup of coffee. I can really focus in on the Bible study, really read the scripture and observe it and write a prayer and just do it for myself. Because if I'm trying to do that when the kids are up, it's too loud and chaotic in my house, so I can't really focus on it. So I like doing it before the kids wake up. It's just something that I can just do for myself. And then any other extra reading time I can get in the morning is great, because like I said, like once the kids are up, it's mom mode, it's work mode, it's loud, it's crazy, it's chaotic. So I do like having this little morning to myself. So if you haven't started a morning routine and you are feeling like you are feeling overwhelmed or behind on stuff during the day, I do highly recommend that you get up before your kids are up, so you can do some of the things that need to get done, so you aren't feeling so overwhelmed or aren't feeling so behind. And one of those things for me is for sure laundry. I have to start laundry in the morning, at least one load, so that I'm not feeling so behind and it's piling up and it's just, making me feel frustrated and anxious. So that is kind of what I do. And then the hot cup of coffee, like moms, y'all know, you forget and it's cold, and then you put it in the microwave to reheat it and then you forget again and it's left in the microwave. So that's just another little perk to waking up at 5 a.m. before the kids, is I'm enjoying my hot cup of coffee. I'm still in my PJs. I'm doing some reading, having some alone time and me time, and just kind of like setting my mindset, setting the tone for the day. So I'm not feeling so overwhelmed and anxious and frustrated, and then my mindset is in this negative space. So when I'm up early than the kids and I'm doing the Bible study and the personal development, I'm enjoying that hot cup of coffee. That is already setting the tone for the day. I'm in this positive mindset. So then when I do have the kids waking up, I'm in a happier mood, and then that kind of like reflects onto them, and then they are getting into a better mood too after they wake up and have their breakfast. So that's another reason why I am getting up early in the morning, is to make sure that I'm in this positive mindset, so that when my kids wake up, they're not waking up to a grumpy mom. They're waking up to a happy, positive mom, and then that helps set the tone for their day as well. So that is just kind of like what my little morning routine looks like. Is I'm up before the kids, I'm enjoying that hot cup of coffee, I'm having some peace and quiet and me time, I'm doing my Bible study, and like I said, it's the Season of Soap Volume 2. So if you are looking to do something like that, I do recommend you doing that. It's super easy to follow, and it takes 10 or 15 minutes, just kind of depending on the scripture and how deep you want to get into it. But I do like doing that in the morning, and then if I have more time before a client call, I'll do some more reading or listen to a podcast, or I'll do some client check-ins and catch up on some emails. And then obviously after my client call, I got to start a load of laundry, and then the kids are up and we're moving for the day. So that is what my morning routine looks like. This is just a short and sweet little episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you start having your own morning routine so that you can get caught up on some of the things that you need to get caught up on. You're not feeling overwhelmed, and you're having a more positive mindset, and setting the tone for the day, and then reflecting that on to your family. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you can start incorporating some of the tips and tools that I use into your morning routine. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with all of your friends and family. Please give it a review, and I will see you next time. Have a kick-ass day.